Hello everyone, I am Samrik Majumdar of class 7 studying in Birla Shishu VR Pilani. So today we are going to see what the model which I and my team has created for the ATL Space Challenge 2021. So before we start, I just want to explain why we made this model, why we made such a model. So basically our aim was, this model is actually largely inspired by the Chandrayaan 2 mission. So as you can see, it's like, a lot of it is actually inspired, if you can see right here. Yes, you can see there are many uh, pieces which are actually inspired by the Chandrayaan 2 mission, the Chandrayaan 2 rover specifically, and that is Pragyan. So we created this model. Basically, this model is more of how we can improve the durability of the rover. Like it has everything that the Chandrayaan 2 the rover has, but it is more durable, it is more long lasting, unlike the Chandrayaan 2, which was only supposed to last for only 14 days. So we have made a whole entire system just so that we can make it more long lasting. So first we'll give you the physical features or the raw features which you can see right here. These are all thermal shields which are connected to these motors, so that if they want, we can retract them up. We can these can be made up, and these can be made down when thermal protection is required. We also have this right here, which is this inside it. As you can see, it's this interesting type of thing. This is actually our generator, which I'll come to later. These are the electric powered wheels. You can see the two big wheels right here, one here and one here. These are the two electric wheels, and over here in the front there are the non-electric wheels, the small wheels, which are connected in 3 in 1 setup. These are non-electrical wheels. Now you might ask that why are they're connected wires if it's non-electric. I'll come to that a bit later, because that's the main thing we're actually going to do here. And then we have these blue panels. These are the solar panels right here, both of them. So now that we looked at the what features we have in front, from the outside, we must see like the wiring schematic a bit. We should study it a bit. So as you can see, we have the cameras and sensors as expected right here. Every rover model should have it, so that they can do research on the moon surface, the surface of the moon. So here are the motors. As we told, they can control whether the thermal shields will go up or not, and they will go up when needed. And then they're connected to this motor driver, which is connected to this the central board. These sensors and camera modules are also connected to the central board right here. Now we must understand how we must understand how it is getting power, because to do all this we are going to get around. But before that, I'll just explain you how the motor works. So you can see here, they are connected. This is another motor shield right here. This is right another motor shield, and it's also connected to the motherboard again. And then there are these two wires which are going to connect to these motors, which are outside, which are present on the outside right here. Yeah, these motors, these will connect to these motors so that they can power up. So now that you know how we connected everything together, you must know that how we'll power all this module. So you can see right here, these are the wires will be connected to the motor shield, and it will be taken generator. And there's also another wire which is being here. So as I told you, we have solar panels on this module, and right here we made sure that we connect them together, so that we do not we do not have to connect them from two power sources and converge them into one before we send it to the generator. We can just directly put all the electricity which is coming here into some setup over here, and thus all the energy absorbed from both of the solar panels can be just extracted from here, and then it can be sent into the generator. We have the solar panel module also, which you have created. So it basically take the energy right here, and then it's also connected to the main motherboard, the central board. And so there's also one place, another wire connecting, which is going towards the generator, which we showed in the complete first, as we saw the VL generator. And from all that energy will be stored in the generator, to the battery of the generator. And then we have this motherboard. Why it is connected to the motherboard, you ask? You see, this is like, few chips which we have made. And what will these chips will do, it will detect if the solar panel is, not getting enough energy. And when it detects that it's not getting electricity, which means most likely it'll be a lunar night. That means it'll be a lunar night where the rover is situated in, and thus it will switch into onto the solar power mode, so that you do not need to have to continuously take energy and electricity from other places. Now we even have another concept of reusing electricity, as we mentioned in a document. So we must see this, how this works. Now, as I told you in the first, that we have connected wires to these so-called non-electrical motors, these wheels. But how is this possible? I mean, how are they non-electrical, and they still have wires connected to them? Well, here is where some thinking kicks in. So what we have done is that we have connected these wires and sent them into a single point, converged them into a single point, to be specific. And then right here, as you can see, these wires are coming from the down, and they're going somewhere up where they're going to meet together, and then they will be converged. Right here you can see we're converging the wires, both of these wires into one wire, and then we will send it down. And right here you can see we are sending it this power down, where both the mechanical energy from both the wheels will go back here, and then it will charge the motherboard, will be used as a power source for the motherboard. So this is a mechanical it's basically we're turning this mechanical energy, which is being created by the wheels. Since, like, if the electric wheels are moving, then of course these wheels have to move, because the ground will make them move. And thus what will happen is a mechanical energy will be formed, just like a few experiments usually show us, that when you connect windmill, the mechanical energy which is being formed there is being used to generate electricity to power up houses. In the same concept we can do it here, except that it'll not create as much electricity, but don't worry, we'll keep on storing that in the generator, so that it can be used for future use, and the CPU will automatically detect when it requires it and does not require it. So this is basically our concept. I hope you liked our project. So thank you for the day, and I hope you like the project. Thank you for your time and attention.